Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, as we sit around waiting for Floyd Mayweather to decide who he's going to face next, I think one of the biggest questions in the sport of boxing is who can beat Floyd Mayweather? So this is the second edition of this video that I did. I did one a couple months back. The only guy that can beat Floyd Mayweather is, and I had a list of fighters back then. So now I'm giving you guys a new list of fighters. Now, if you didn't watch the first video that I did, I'll go ahead and add the link into the description box later on. But let's go ahead and get into this list right here. Now, the first fighter I want to talk about on this list is Amir King Khan. Now, you guys already know that Amir Khan came very close to landing this fight against Floyd Mayweather for May 3rd, but now it's starting to look like all fingers are pointing at Marcos Maidana. It looks like Floyd Mayweather is leaning more and more closer to Marcos Maidana, and it's not going to be Amir Khan, especially from what Amir Khan is saying in recent interviews. So let's talk about Amir Khan's chances against Floyd Mayweather. Now, believe it or not, I won't say a lot, but there's been a couple of very knowledgeable boxing aficionados, guys that, I would say they know what they're talking about when it comes to talking about boxing. We're not talking about these casual internet fans that talk about who's gay and who's this and that. We're talking about real knowledgeable boxing guys, right? So anyway, there's a couple of these guys who truly believes that Amir Khan could pull off the upset and be the guy to possibly beat Floyd Mayweather. I say to that, let's not go too damn far, okay? And I'll tell you why we shouldn't go too far when it comes to talking that reckless. Amir Khan is a decent fighter. Styles make fights, okay? Now, one thing I will say is if you're looking at Marcos Maidana and you're looking at Amir Khan as potential opponents for Floyd Mayweather, I will say that Amir Khan, he has a chance of doing much better, making the fight much more competitive than I truly believe Marcos Maidana would. Because Marcos Maidana is going to do every single thing that Floyd Mayweather wants him to do. All right? Amir Khan is not. Amir Khan, he's going to use a lot of foot movement. I told you already, Amir Khan has tremendous hand speed. His hand speed is just as quick. His hand speed is just as impressive as Manny Pacquiao's, He has good pop, he has decent power, and he has height, along with an Olympic pedigree. These are all good things. And I think that this would make the fight a little bit more competitive against Floyd Mayweather. Now, let me tell you guys what this fight would probably look like if Floyd Mayweather were to fight Amir Khan. I think this fight would look kind of like the Mayweather versus Zab Judah fight. I think this fight would look kind of like Mayweather versus Sean Bay Mitchell. And what I mean by that is, see, this is what people don't understand when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. Like the casual fans that don't really have a lot of knowledge, of what's really going on in the sport of boxing, who just says that Floyd Mayweather, all he does is run and etc. People who talk like they really don't watch boxing that much. Let me explain this. Floyd Mayweather is one of the very rare fighters who can fight on the inside just as well as he fights on the outside, just as well as he counterpunches, just as well as he boxes. He fights on the inside better than the majority of inside fighters who do nothing but fight on the inside. And see, Floyd Mayweather, he understands when you're fighting against a boxer, you have to be aggressive. Floyd Mayweather doesn't usually just stand in front of you and just have a chess match if he's fighting against another boxer. All right? He normally walks them down. He's normally the aggressor. So if he were to fight against Amir Khan, I think Floyd Mayweather will completely be the aggressor. He would cut off the ring. He would try to, he would force fights on the inside, and eventually he would break down Amir Khan. Amir Khan would probably do pretty well for the first couple rounds, but I know a lot of opponents who fought Floyd Mayweather, they look good in the first couple rounds, and then all of a sudden, once Floyd Mayweather figures you out, he basically dominates the fight. But I think in Amir Khan's case, if he was against Floyd Mayweather, I think Floyd would cut off the ring. He would put tremendous pressure on Amir Khan, and then eventually he would stop and knock him out. Okay, because like I said, I don't think Amir Khan will be able to do anything when it comes to Floyd Mayweather fighting on the inside. Once again, Floyd Mayweather is a terrific inside fighter. So that's how I believe that fight would go. All right, moving on. Now, the next person I want to talk about on this list is Manny Pacquiao. Now, Manny Pacquiao, as far as I'm concerned, with his terrific speed, his power, etc., he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but I think that Manny Pacquiao, he has a smaller chance of beating Floyd Mayweather than almost everyone on this list you're looking at right now, with the exception of Amir Khan and Marcos Maidana. And let me tell you why. The fighters that give Manny Pacquiao the most problems are the thinkers, the boxers, the counterpunchers, the fighters who have a pretty good defense or a decent defense. All of those things together, these are the type of fighters that gave Manny Pacquiao problems and continue to give him problems today. Juan Manuel Marquez, Joshua Clottey, Tim Bradley. And just real quick, the reason why I brought up Joshua Clottey is because the damage he did to Manny Pacquiao's face. Do you know since the Joshua Clottey fight, I have not seen anyone inflict that much damage on Manny Pacquiao's face? And just think about the fact, we're talking about a fighter who was completely reluctant throughout the fight, and he still did that much damage. That says a lot, guys. That says a lot. So if you look at the fighters that gave Manny Pacquiao problems, the names that I just mentioned, Juan Manuel Marquez, extremely slow, doesn't have the best defense, okay? Doesn't have that much power. You compare him to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, way quicker. Floyd Mayweather, way better defense than Marquez. Floyd Mayweather, 10 times smarter than Marquez. Then you look at what Tim Bradley was able to do to Manny Pacquiao. The first couple of rounds and the last championship rounds, Bradley was able to outbox Manny Pacquiao easily. For the first time, we've seen Manny Pacquiao look tired in the championship rounds. And that came from frustration. It came from frustration of him not being able to land his favorite punch, which was the left hand. He became frustrated. People don't understand this. This is the reason why a lot of times when you watch Oscar De La Hoya, a lot of times he would be gassed out in the championship rounds or even after round 7, 8. It wasn't because his conditioning wasn't good. It wasn't because he didn't have the proper, fitness trainer, etc. It was because he was frustrated. I don't know if you guys have paid attention to it, but I've seen it millions of times where some undefeated fighter was fighting, a slick boxer for the first time. And it doesn't even always have to be a slick boxer. He could just be a good boxer, right? And this guy frustrated the hell out of that undefeated fighter. By the championship rounds, or maybe by the 7th, 8th, 9th rounds, all of a sudden that undefeated boxer is just following. He's just plodding along, just following, the boxer and getting tagged with shots. And it almost seems like his body language suggests that he just gave up. I've seen that happen so many times. So the point that I'm making is this is the reason why Manny Pacquiao slowed down against Tim Bradley. It was because of frustration. Okay? So the thing is, if Tim Bradley can outbox Manny Pacquiao in the championship rounds, could you imagine what Floyd Mayweather would do to Manny Pacquiao? I mean, I could see Floyd Mayweather painting a hell of a picture in that fight. You got to understand something. Everything Floyd Mayweather does when it comes to certain punches that he throws almost everything perfect. The jab is perfect. Whenever he wants to land a jab, he'll land it. Whenever he wants to land a lead right hand, he will land it. I could see Floyd killing Pacquiao with jabs because Floyd has a reach advantage that Tim Bradley doesn't have, in contrast to them both fighting against Manny Pacquiao. So Floyd Mayweather, he has a height advantage over Pacquiao that Bradley didn't have. Another thing that we seen when Bradley was fighting Manny Pacquiao is Bradley was landing great body punches, which I think was really getting to Manny Pacquiao. It was slowing him down. I think that's another reason why Manny Pacquiao would tie up so often in the Bradley fight. Now, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather against Manny Pacquiao, people don't understand this, but Floyd Mayweather is a terrific body puncher. He's a terrific body puncher. Like I said, he can pretty much do it all. If you go all the way back to watching Mayweather against Goyo Vargas, Goyo Vargas was a rugged former champion, Mexican champion, very durable, very good fighter. One of those inside body puncher Chavez type fighters is what Goyo Vargas was. So what was so interesting about this fight is Goyo Vargas being the typical aggressive banger pressure fighter, thinking they can go hard to the body and etc. He tried to throw Floyd Mayweather in the corner, all right, and have his way with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, like he did against Miguel Cotto, he just laid on the ropes. He allowed Goyo Vargas to throw damn near about 10 to 15 punches. Of course, Floyd Mayweather blocked all the punches. Floyd Mayweather's looking calm and composed. Floyd Mayweather comes back. He throws his punches, and he drops Goyo Vargas with a body shot. The first time Goyo Vargas had ever been knocked down. And like I said, the body shot was Goyo Vargas' number one weapon. And he ended up getting dropped with his own weapon, a body shot. So the point that I'm making is, like I said, Floyd Mayweather is a terrific body puncher. And I think body punching would be one of the main keys to Floyd Mayweather not only beating Manny Pacquiao, but breaking him down and stopping him eventually. I totally agree with trainer Joel Diaz, Tim Bradley's trainer. He said that he always believed that if they were to ever fight, that Floyd Mayweather would knock out Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, Floyd Mayweather is just way too accurate of a puncher, and Manny Pacquiao's defense is just perfect. It's tailor-made. His lack of defense is tailor-made for Floyd Mayweather. And I know there's going to be a lot of casual fans that are going to basically say, how can someone like Mayweather, who doesn't have that much power, knock out someone like Pacquiao, who has all the power, and et cetera, right? But a lot of these casual fans, they don't really understand the sweet science of the sport. They don't really understand the ins and out of exactly how boxing works, all right? And I'm here to explain that to those casual fans. You guys have to understand something. Usually, when you see guys get knocked out, especially on this level, they're getting caught with a punch that they do not see. And when you get caught with a shot that you don't see, it doesn't really matter how much power is on the punch because you don't brace yourself for the punch. Okay? And this is how I could see Floyd Mayweather picking Pacquiao apart with the jabs. Now, don't get me wrong. I could see Pacquiao looking very, very good in the first couple of rounds and making people think, oh, man, Pacquiao got a chance. But once that blueprint prints out, that's all she wrote. And that's when you're going to see Floyd Mayweather completely start to pick apart Manny Pacquiao. I truly believe that if Floyd Mayweather ever fought Manny Pacquiao, Floyd would surprise a lot of people, and I think throughout that fight, he will be the aggressor. I truly believe that Floyd Mayweather eventually will be more aggressive than Manny Pacquiao will be, because Floyd is going to understand that Pacquiao doesn't like to fight on the inside. Floyd Mayweather is going to understand the fact that Pacquiao doesn't have the best defense. Floyd Mayweather is the type of fighter, he's only throwing the punches if the opening is available. So that's why, I don't know if people notice, but when you see Floyd fighting against, an aggressive, fighter who just runs right into punches, you'll see a more aggressive Floyd Mayweather. You'll see him throwing much more punches because the target is open more, right? So I truly believe that if he was to fight Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather will be extremely aggressive and will most likely knock Pacquiao out.